Okay, go ahead.
I'm Raymond Duncan. I'm 93 years old. I served in World War II as crew chief on B-17 bomber. I served in England for 15 months, and my airplane led the largest air raid during World War II. This was on December the 24th, 1944. General Castle was a commanding officer, but he was shot down. I didn't know this for 65 years. I'm sorry, but I kind of get
I understand. And if it's too much for you, then you can stop.
Anyway, on December the 24th, we led the largest air raid during World War II. And that was in support of the Battle of the Bulge. General Castle was shot down. My airplane was alongside. I was on the ground. I was within 20 feet of him when he got on the airplane. But I didn't know for 65 years he had been shot down. I found this out through the internet. I was presented a presidential citation from President Roosevelt for my service.
Wow.
In World War II. I served 15 months in England. We had 233 men lost out of the 487th Bomb Group. We made 185 missions and dropped more than 2,004 tons of bombs. We also dropped leaflets, other things that would destroy the radar site on the ground. My squadron had 10 airplanes. We had, during that 15 months, 90 airplanes assigned to that squadron. This is just some of the slight history that I went through during World War II.
In my discussions with others who have flown during the war, many of them have said, and I believe this to be so true, that it was the scariest, most nerve-wracking to be up in the air, especially when they're shooting at you, because there's nowhere you can duck and cover.
Every guy that got on the airplane knew he was going to be shot at.
Yeah.
General Eisenhower sent 2 majors to find the crash site when General Castle was shot down. The crash site was near Hodge, Belgium. And they found both legs below the knee, the right hand, the right hip, and they identified him with that thumbprint. I didn't know this ever happened. They never told us anything when we on the ground. I couldn't ask the crew where they were going even. We were just limbo. My duty was to take care of the airplane. I had 1 engine shot out on number 3, and I had 1 helper. We changed that engine when it came back, took it off, changed the accessories, put a new one on in 7 hours.
Wow.
I came back and I worked at Tinker for 29 years. It took 3 men 5 days to do that same job.
Government employees.
Yeah. Yeah.
General Castle had in his honor, Castle Air Force Base was named in his honor in California. I worked at Tinker, and we supported Castle, but I had no idea there's any connection for all those years.
All those years. The only ones that you would know about were those who are with you, or those who are in your group.
Yes,
Outside, they wouldn't tell you.
You can pull the 487th Bomb Group up on the internet, and I'm sitting on number 2 engine.
Number 2 engine. Okay.
And pull up my name, and I was staff sergeant on Heavenly Body. That was the name of my airplane.
Heavenly Body. What was the spelling of your last name, sir?
D-U-N-C-A-N.
D-U-N-C-A-N. Okay.
Okay, those of you with the orange armbands that you flew over this way.
Did you ever have a chance to go back to that area again?
Not to England as such. On the 50th anniversary, I was in Paris.
Paris, okay.
On the 50th anniversary, and Reagan was on the coast during that time.
Yeah. Did you happen to see the news broadcast of the gentleman who went back to Normandy, to the beaches?
This last weekend,
Yes.
I did.
Yeah. Very powerful, wasn't it? Yeah.
My airplane bombed Utah Beach on that day.
That was before the landings to head them off. Yeah. 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 And then those paratroopers too that went, the stories that they had to tell, the ones that survived. Yeah.
Well, that was all done on a glider aircraft. It had no engine. They were pulled by a rope.
Right.
They got to a certain point, they let go, and they went down.
Wherever they went, and if they hit a hedgerow, you were in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I thank you for your time and sharing a little bit. Again, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
You know, it's a privilege. And
I'm sorry, I get emotional.
No.
Very emotional.
Why should you be sorry? You gave everything you had for it, and you lost loved ones and coworkers and people you respected. And there's nothing to be ashamed about or sorry about for that. Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your service. Thank you.